Hello, hi. So this is another quick video blog about Hewlett Packard. Hewlett Packard are a technology company, but recently they've been discussing amongst the CEOs and the board, and they've made the decision to get Hewlett Packard and separate. So Hewlett and Packard are now HP Inc. and Hewlett Packard, the company. So what does this mean for us? Not a great deal. I don't know if we remember quite some time ago, but the Samsung Nexus, Galaxies and all of these mobile technologies were sort of emerging beyond the phablet, and basically people were trying to recreate tablets as a forefront of technology to compete with the Apple technology, and other people have now stamped clearly on there, Microsoft and Samsung among two, Sony obviously as well. What's interesting here is that Hewlett Packard have actually done this in the past. They've created a tablet. They really tried to enter the market, but they weren't the first ones there already, so they had some convincing to do. So the story there is that because of their lack of ability in really following through with computer technology, theirs is more about hardware and other technology stuff. I'm sure if you've got a Hewlett Packard, you know that you've got the laptop, you've got the hardware, you've got server and cloud sort of storage and those fun, wonderful things that we probably don't know about in everyday life. But if you're a business and enterprise, that's where the Hewlett Packard market is. So HP Inc. is essentially more capital. It's anything that's you can buy that's tangible, that is a product, like anything from a laptop to a service that's provided by them about their printers. It could be a printer, it could be their ink cartridges. So all of that stuff is something that we consume. They're the ones driving the income and the revenue to Hewlett Packard. The only difference here is that Hewlett Packard want to focus on that element, and the reason why they're focusing on that is because that's a return business that just keeps going around in a circle, and it's quite easy to manage that business. Now Hewlett Packard, the slightly larger company in all of the soft fuzzy stuff, is now a separate company, and it's called Hewlett Packard. And the reason for this is just purely because it fancies itself as a trailblazing, big thinking organization. If we think about businesses, if something was to happen and emerge within your industry and it was related to technology or it was related to how you deliver business, you could adapt and change and switch and head in a certain direction. Now, when you're a large company, you can't really do that. So HP have really found that tough and difficult to deliver that and to find a way through the mobile and tablet device market and really drive what they want to do home, because they've got so much of this other stuff that's tangible products, and people often might be thinking which way around is this, and they might get a bit confused between one aspect of the business and the other. If we take a look at Hewlett Packard or HP and look at their mobile shift, they don't have a mobile market. They don't have anything to do with mobile technology. And the reason for this is because when they released their tablets, it wasn't that great. So they've learned that they could do something, but they've pulled it from the market because they're already good enough doing what they do. There's nothing wrong, so why fix it if it's not broke? However, having said that, they're not able to move with the times and be efficient. So for business purposes, they've decided to get all the tangible stuff and the business around that and box it off as a separate element. So the rest of the stuff is Hewlett Packard. So let's see how HP Inc. delivers compared to Hewlett Packard, I suppose. The reason for the Hewlett Packard name is because that's the company name, and it wants to keep the integrity by keeping the full name. The shortened name and the reason for the HP is because they're actually called HP Inc. Of that, they're basically just trying to have a little play on words and pun on the HP Inc. There's not a real great deal to say other than that, so there you go. There's a small bite about Hewlett Packard or HP Inc.